How you doing out there? We're going to be doing a rigging update of my FeelFree lure 11.5. This is an update from my last video I posted just shortly after I got the kayak. I've changed quite a bit. Kind of simplified things a little bit, I think, so hope you all enjoy. We'll start up here in the bow. I have to excuse the messy garage. It's my little tinkering station. So we'll start up here at the bow. First thing I did to it was I added a quick stow paddle bungee here. It's just got two little cleats, one on each side, that with a bungee pushed through it. That's one thing I wish FeelFree would add to these lures, is a quick stow paddle. So it's really handy for when I stand up and fish a lot. So it's really handy just to shove the paddle under there and not have to worry about it sliding around. One thing with this is on this side, the one side of the bungee that I cut, this side has the original banding on it, if you can see that. But the one side that I had to cut the banding off to get the hooks off, I just zip tied that bungee together right there. Inside the front hatch here, I know it's a little dark. Let's see if I can pull it up. But this is where I stow my battery for my fish finder. I've taken the lid off. This is actually an old baby formula container. I've got a video that shows how to do that. I'll put that up here shortly. But yeah, it's an old baby formula container that I had laying around because I got a couple kids, and so I use that for my battery. I just keep a spinnerbait box in here, spinnerbait box, as well as some extra line, and then some just miscellaneous stuff in this bag. My fishing license is in there, and some extra rope and stuff. Next, I guess we'll go to, I have installed a, I guess you could call it a DIY anchor trolley system. This is just a pulley that I got from the hardware store. This is a little S carabiner. There's a cleat here, and then this is just paracord, and it runs all the way front to back, front to back. I installed that before I got my Yak Attack one. I have that, this is just regular D-ring, or little stainless steel ring that I got from the hardware store. I put electrical tape all around it so it doesn't make as much noise hitting the side of the boat. I use an Aquabound Manta Ray carbon. It's I use a 250. I could probably use a 260. It wouldn't hurt. This here is where I mount my camera. This is a 1/2-inch PVC. It is transferable to the mount that I have on my crate as well. It just pops right off of here. I also have a video that I'll be putting up on how you make these camera mounts out of PVC pipe for the FeelFree track system, as well as any other kayak with a track system. So I'll have that video up here shortly. But yeah, this is just 1/2-inch PVC. It swings all the way around however you want it to do. Holds on there good. On this side I have the Yak Attack anchor trolley system. This is the lever lock anchor trolley. It's an awesome little anchor trolley. It locks in place. For those of you who don't know, it locks in place so it won't move at all. So if you're in some really heavy winds and it's been yanking you back and forth, that locks in place. Unlock it, it moves freely. I have right here, I have my Lorentz Elite 4 X HDI. I really wish I would have paid attention when I bought this years ago to the fact that the X means there's no mapping. So tax season's coming up. The mapping, I will have a new unit here shortly. I'll put up a video when I get that installed. I have this installed. This was the Lorentz scupper unit. As you can see, there's a Gatorade cap there. Now what happened with that was I hit a stump and it ripped my transducer off, thus breaking this old Lorentz cap that was on there. So I had to improvise and used a Gatorade cap. Drilled a hole in it and it worked great. These are Hobie through holes. This goes in through, this is for the transducer, goes in through here and then comes back out through this side right here where the power cable comes out as well. So I got two Hobie through holes here. that come in and then come out right here and connect right here to the back of the unit. Inside my center compartment is where I keep all of my soft plastics that I use for regularly, and also I have put on here an old electrician's tool pouch. Now all I did was I took some 1/4 inch self-tapping screws. I wouldn't use any longer than 1/4 inch because they might go through the cap, through the lid, through the other side of the lid. As you can see, it doesn't go through the other side of the lid, but yeah, I just screwed that in there. Holds my Sharpie and my scale, my pliers, my dikes. Holds all that stuff in there. I really like that. Had to take a little break there for a second. The little one was getting fussy. So yeah, that's the electrician's tool pouch I installed on the inside of that. And like I said, I just keep all my soft plastics that I normally use in there. On the side, in the pockets here, I always keep my seat in the up position. I just like it that way. If I'm in heavy winds, maybe I'll lower it, but I like to keep it in the up position. I don't fish very rough waters, mostly lakes. I got 2 little marker buoys here. We'll just keep going around and we'll get till we get to the other side. This is just your standard milk crate. There's a million videos on them. I have 9 rod holders attached to this. I like to carry a bunch of rods. I'd like to carry more rods than I do tackle. They weigh less, so if I can throw a couple more rods with a couple more options on there versus carrying a whole nother tackle box, I will. I keep 2, 3 waterproof. I think these are Plano 30s. I think they're 3700s, but I got lipless and jerk baits, all square bills, because most of the lakes that I fish are really no deeper than 10 feet. They're really shallow reservoirs around here in Virginia. And then I got jigs in here, and then this is terminal tackle. This is chatterbaits and swim baits, and then I have a worm bag right here, and that's all I carry. So like I said, I fish mostly spinner baits, jigs, and square bills are my number one go-to baits. Like I said, I got 9 rod holders. This is 1/2 inch PVC as well. This is where I can take that camera mount off the front up there, and I can just plop it right here on the top of this, and it gets a good up over the shoulder angle from here. On this side, I've got my BOGO grips that I use for any fish with teeth, really. And then I've got my what do they call these things? Fish grip ripper, whatever they call them, fish grippers. And I just use these for if I get a big fish and I want to take a picture. Grip it on there so that it holds it real well, and I just throw it over the side there. And I always keep a spare. These are the caps that I use for my camera mounts. They go right on here. That's what the camera mounts to. Sits right on top of the 1/2 inch PVC I was talking about earlier, and the camera screws right on there. I always keep an extra one of those laying around just in case the threads wear out or something happens to where I can't use my camera. But that's pretty much it. I like to keep things simple. Main thing is, for me, I like to keep this deck wide open. Like I said, I like to stand up and fish a lot. I do some fly fishing, so I really like to stand up and fish, and as much as I possibly can. So that's it. That's my FeelFree Lure 11.5. I hope you all enjoyed it. This is by far my favorite kayak that I have owned. It is amazingly stable. It has everything you need, but nothing that you don't need. Really no extras that you don't need. It has all the space you need. It's a great kayak. So I like to end every video by plugging my favorite foundation, which is the Heroes on the Water Foundation. If you all don't know who they are, go out and check them out. It's a really great foundation that helps wounded warriors rehabilitate through the use of kayak fishing. So they're all over the country. Go out, check them out. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.